Welcome back to Sunrise Daily. Well, Mr. Dayo Adeneye joins us now. He's the Commissioner for Information and Strategy in Ogun State. Thank you for coming on this morning.
Thank you for having me. Good morning.
Well, it's a very interesting time for your ministry, particularly information and strategy, because you'll always have people who will say, I didn't hear about this. What's happening to this one? So how are you carrying on?
Well, this particular one, everybody is hearing about it. Everybody has heard about it. It feels extremely good. I feel very proud to be. It's history. Ogun State will never be 40 again. We were 21, 31, we're 40, and it's to be part of that. It's tremendous, and I'm very, very elated. It's a story I hope I will live to tell my grandchildren.
So what activities are you going to be going on with next?
As you know, Ogun State is tremendously blessed. We have icons, numerous. I mean, we have a lot of firsts. The first female to drive, the first professor in medicine, a lot of firsts, a lot of icons, some musical legends. We're going to be celebrating all of them. We're going to be giving them awards. We're going to gather them all together. Most are still living, thank God. Most were around when Ogun State was created 40 years ago, and most have been telling the stories for the struggle, how Ogun State came to be, how it, what the things they had to do. People like General Obasanjo, people like Mrs. Joke Mohammed, they've been telling us this. So it's things we didn't even know. So it's really history reliving itself.
So are these things being documented? Because, I mean, if people are already forgetting or people don't know how the state came to be,
as a matter of fact,
part of the celebration?
We've been airing interviews with over 100 of these people who were there 40 years ago when the struggle was actually at its peak. So everybody, just about everybody, and the past governors as well, the living ones, I think only 2 are gone. So we've interviewed the ex-governors, they've told their stories, what they had to do to bring Ogun State to this level that it is now. So we've been talking to everybody.
And that's across party lines?
Across party lines, everybody. If you watch TV, you see the interview with former Governor Benga Daniel, former Governor Oshoba, even the military administrators. We've spoken to everybody, we've been showing them on TV, and everybody's been telling their stories and their contributions.
That's a big plus for your government if you've been able to bring everybody together for this purpose, irrespective of political leaning. But one of the things that cuts across is when you talk about the great minds out of Ogun State, and you say the good thing that you've been celebrating all of them. Going through your program, I saw one that caught my fancy about talents for
Ogun's Got Talent.
Yes.
It's all encompassing. These are all the people that have made Ogun State what Ogun State is today. Not just governors, not just deputy governors or assemblymen, also civil servants. So we're also celebrating them. And part of the activities, part of the program was to showcase them. A lot of them can sing, a lot of them have acting talent. So we showcase this, and we're talking about PAM secretaries to directors. Yeah, everybody participates. And it was a wonderful, wonderful affair. I mean, a lot of karaoke. We discovered quite a few. The band is coming up next. So it's a way for us to also celebrate all these people behind the trenches that make Ogun State great.
So what's the program like?
We are getting ready to receive the president any minute from now. He's going to commission quite a few projects for us, like Architect Lekon said. We have over 100 projects, to be sincere with you. Over 68 are complete and ready. About half of those are already being used anyway. The bridges you probably drove to come here. But we identified 40, which we call legacy projects, 40 that impact people's lives, and they will be around for the next 30, 40 years. Model schools that compare with anything you can see abroad, accompanied with boarding facilities. Some people enter Ogun State and say, wow, this is Ogun State. I mean, the flyover at Lagos Benin Expressway, you've seen that. You know how many lives we used to lose around that area. The flyover has already been used, for over a year now. So we are ready to receive the president. We are also hoping and praying that the vice president would also make it here in another couple of days, because he's an indigenous, a great son of Ogun State. So everybody is welcome. We in as much as we say we're not celebrating, we are marking it. You know what the situation of the country is right now, but
that is not reflecting in the project that you're doing. I mean, we had to take your commissioner for infrastructure, works on infrastructure to task, and he says that because you have a prudent governor, you've not really had an issue with that.
Oh no, we have an accountant, FCA to be at that. I mean, he's a very prudent governor. Funds meant for social projects go to those projects. I mean, you will see it's evident in what we are doing. So we are not rolling out the drums and partying and popping champagne.
But yes, but nevertheless, you still have a program, and of course, at some point, it will involve dinners. It will involve how are you getting the people of Ogun State to get to be a part of the celebration? Because if it's their celebration, then they ought to be a part of it.
Well, part of what our governor always says, His Excellency always says, is ask not what your state can do for you, but what you can do for the state. So each one of us, we are contributing in our own different ways. From each local government to each constituency, everybody's contributing in their own way. Beautify your area, make sure your area is clean. Put up edifices that the president will be proud of when he passes or drives through your neighborhood. Don't wait for just the government to come and do it. Don't wait for so that everybody is a part of it.
So that's the campaign you're launching, Beautify Your Area campaign.
No. That's part of our daily living. That's what we do every single day. I mean, His Excellency, because I follow him about every day. We drive around Ogun State just about every day, and it's part of our daily culture. It's part of what we try to enforce. We don't say enforce, but that's what we preach, that look, it's our state, and we have to make it the envy and the pride of the Nigeria and the African continent.
What kind of feedback do you get from the people, particularly the young people in the states?
They are very, very. We are raising an awareness that something that they're very, very proud of. Young ones are coming back home. They are the farmers. You will see them, graduates. We provided housing for them. We have a lot of young farmer graduates. So we are asking them to come back home. Come help rebuild your state. Don't just work here, or don't live here and work in Lagos. Live here, work here, contribute. And that's what brings people like me back home. Having worked everywhere else around the world, I said, wait a minute, I'm going to retire in this state. So let me go back there, contribute my own small quota, because I'm going to retire in this state. So we are asking our young ones, and truthfully, they're coming in they're coming in droves. They're coming back home, and Ogun State is just a place to be right now.
All right, then again, we also have to congratulate you while we look out for more of the information out there.
Thank you.
Dayo Adeneye is a Commissioner for Information and Strategy in Ogun State. It's not done yet. We'll have more coming up in just a moment. Don't go away.